US President Donald Trump has confirmed his conversation with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Important to understand that Trump is likely to meet Putin in the next 2 weeks. Important to also understand that Trump has talked about how the US and Russia foreign ministers are expected to meet. Important information coming in from the United States as US President Donald Trump has in fact confirmed a phone call with Russian President Vladimir Putin. He's in fact described the phone call as productive. Now, Trump is likely to meet Putin in just the next 2 weeks, with US and Russian foreign ministers set to meet ahead of that. Meanwhile, Trump is scheduled to meet the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky later today. All eyes will, of course, be on these high-stakes diplomatic moves. Important to understand that the Russian president has had a telephonic conversation with the US president, and their foreign ministers are expected to meet shortly.
Marco Rubio is going to be meeting with his counterpart, as you know, Lavrov, and they'll be meeting pretty soon. They're going to set up a time and a place very shortly. Maybe it's already set up. They've already spoken. And I thought it was a very good phone call. I thought very productive. But I'll be meeting with President Putin, and we'll make a determination. Tomorrow I'm meeting with President Zelensky, and I'll be telling him about the call. I mean, we have a problem. They don't get along too well, those two, and it's sometimes tough to have meetings, so we may do something where we're separate but equal. We'll meet and talk parties, but this is a terrible relationship the two of them have, and it's one of those things. I've seen things that nobody would believe, but this is one of them. So we're going to be meeting in Hungary. Viktor Orban is going to be hosting, and it's really something that's time. Last week, over 7,000 people were killed. That's ridiculous. And you know, it doesn't affect our country. We're not losing people. We're not losing Bobby. We're not losing Americans, but they're losing Russians, Ukrainians, mostly soldiers, for the most part, soldiers. And we hope we're going to get it stopped. I thought this would be, because of my relationship with President Putin, I thought this would be very quick. And it's turned out to be, who would think I did Middle East before I did this? We did a total of 8 now, 7 and now 8. And we're going to make this number 9.